grade 6! This is your teacher Hanna, that will make your English easy and fun to learn. Welcome students! For today's episode, we are going to learn about sources of information. But before I begin, let me read first the most essential competency. Compare and contrast content of materials viewed to other sources of information like print materials, online materials, and broadcast materials. Our objective in this lesson, as a learner, you are expected to compare and contrast contents of materials viewed from sources of information like print materials, broadcast materials, and online materials. During this pandemic, we have different kind of learning modality. What sources do you use in gathering information for your assignments and other school activities? Do you use magazine or newspaper? Or do you use a television to answer your assignment? How about using books to gather information to your assignments or learning tasks in the activities? Or you just Google and surf on the internet? Okay, I'm happy to hear all your answers. Good job! Those answers are examples of sources of information. According to an article written at skillyouneed.com, as a learner, being able to use materials which back up your story or offer different interpretations of your study area is an essential aspect of studying and learning. Primarily, you need to be aware of where to look information, how to access it, and how to use it. It is very important to check the information whether it is suitable, reliable, and most importantly, if it's relevant. Information can come from in different sources such as print materials, broadcast materials, and online materials. Now, let us discuss each of the sources one by one. Let us start with print materials. Print materials consist of all written or printed materials. Example of these resources are printed versions of textbooks, workbooks, reference books, magazines, newspaper, and journals. Here are some examples of print materials. Reference books, other books, textbook, magazines, or newspapers. Now, let us know what are broadcast materials. Broadcast materials are resources transmitted to public through radio and television, just like public service announcements, daily news, weather forecasts, interviews, documentaries, comedies, movies, sports and advertisements or commercials are typical examples of broadcast materials. And here are some examples of broadcast material. During this pandemic, watching TV or listening to radio is very important for us to be updated on the news of COVID-19. So, broadcast materials plays a big role in our daily life. Lastly, online materials. Online materials are learning resources that are made available online. Common examples of online resources are blogs or vlogs, podcasts, audiobooks, ebooks, videos, mobile apps, web pages, social media, and emails or electronic emails. And here are some examples of online materials. The commonly used online materials is social media, just like Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Again, it is very important to check the information whether it is relevant, suitable, and reliable. Now, get your pen and paper ready. Let's have a short quiz. Presented below are various sources of information. Identify which source of information does not belong to each group. Write your answers in your notebook or on your paper. Then, after eliminating the material which does not belong to each group, classify the 3 remaining materials as to print materials, online materials, or broadcast materials. Number 1, textbooks, workbooks, reference books, daily TV news. Number 2, TV documentaries, ebook, radio comedies, TV commercials. Number 3, blogs, written diary, videos, web page. Next, printed magazines, printed newspaper, social media, printed journals. Last, number 5, email, book, ebook, mobile app. You can pause the video before I reveal the answer. So now, let's see if your answer is correct. The remaining 3 materials in number 1 are textbooks, workbooks, and reference books. These are print materials. For number 2, TV documentaries, radio comedies, and TV commercials are broadcast materials. Next, number 3, blogs, videos, and web pages are examples of online materials. Then, number 4, printed magazines, printed newspaper, and printed journals are examples of print materials. Last, number 5, email, ebook, and mobile app are examples of online materials. Okay, good job! I hope you got all the correct answers. To wrap up our lesson, let's have a recap. Sources of information can be acquired using any of this material. Number 1, print material. 2, broadcast material. And 3, online material. You need to remember that we must be careful and vigilant with the credibility and authenticity of the internet documents, since some of the sources may contain verified information. I hope you had fun while learning today. This is your teacher, Teacher Hanna. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos. If you have questions, don't hesitate to comment on the comment section below. God bless!